You ever close the tab and just sit there feeling numb? Not from guilt or even shame, just from the emptiness it leaves behind. You're not the only one. Most of us were never taught how to explore our sexuality, only how to hide it. So porn stepped in and became our secret teacher. And sure, it gives you something, a rush, a distraction, a moment of escape, but over time it stops feeling real. It starts to feel distant, like you're going through the motions but not really feeling anything. And the silence after, it's loud. Hey Psych2Goers, if you've seen our recent videos like what happens if you masturbate without porn or what happens if you orgasm without porn, you know we're not afraid to tackle the awkward stuff because sexuality is part of mental health, and that means we should be able to talk about it, honestly, without shame. This isn't about bashing porn or judging anyone who watches it. For many people, it's a tool, but for others, letting go of it is part of a deeper goal, to feel more present, to stop chasing dopamine, to reconnect with what's real. If that sounds like you, or you're simply curious, then this video is for you. Let's talk about healthy human ways to explore your sexuality without the screen. One reason porn feels so powerful is because it directly activates your brain's reward system. Studies show that repeated high-intensity use can hijack that system, making you crave novelty more than real connection. When you stop watching, your brain needs time to adjust. This process, called dopamine recalibration, helps restore your natural arousal patterns. So if urges feel intense or confusing, remember, it's not weakness, it's your brain healing, literally rewiring itself back to balance. So, what can you do instead? Start with something simple. Your imagination. It might sound underwhelming, but your brain doesn't think so. Studies from the Kinsley Institute show that sexual fantasy activates many of the same brain areas as visual porn, but with a twist. It also lights up regions linked to creativity, memory, and personal meaning. In other words, your mind is flexible, it's private, and it's yours. No scripts, no edits, just you reconnecting with your own desire on your terms at your pace. Second, shift your focus from what looks good to what feels good. Porn teaches us to focus on the visual, what looks hot, what's edited, what's exaggerated, but real pleasure lives in your senses. It's the heat of your skin, the rhythm of your breath, the way your body responds when you stop watching and start listening. Studies on mindful sexuality, including research published in the Journal of Sex Research, show that slowing down and tuning into sensations like touch, temperature, and movement can lead to stronger arousal and less pressure to perform. So if it feels strange or awkward at first, that's okay. You're not doing it wrong. You're just retraining your body to connect in a way that's real. Third, if quitting cold turkey feels too abrupt, that's okay. There are gentler ways to shift. Some people turn to erotic audio or sensual fiction, not to escape, but to rewire. These forms rely on imagination, not instant visuals, and that changes everything. Studies show that reading or listening to something erotic activates parts of the brain tied to language, emotion, and imagination. The experience becomes slower, more internal, and more emotionally connected. And over time, many people lean less on them and more into their own fantasies on their terms. Fourth, if you're in a relationship, this can be a powerful time to rebuild intimacy. Talk openly with your partner, not just about porn, but about connection, expectations, and how you want to feel together. Studies show that honest conversations like these build trust and deepen intimacy. Instead of watching a screen, you explore each other through touch, conversation, and shared fantasy. You're not just stimulating. You're learning how to feel safe, playful, and present together. And if you're single, this still matters. Every time you choose presence over pixels, you're teaching your brain to respond to real people. That quiet shift builds confidence and real connection. Okay, fifth, expect ups and downs, and be gentle with yourself. Habits don't vanish just because you want them to. Some days you'll feel strong. Other days you might slip. scroll, click, fall back into old patterns, but that's not failure, that's part of the process. Research on behavioral addictions shows that change sticks best when it's wrapped in self-compassion, not shame. So when you stumble, don't punish yourself. Pause. Remember why you started. Learn something from the moment, and then begin again. Every time you return to yourself, you're not going backward. You're building something deeper. And if privacy is hard to come by, please don't blame yourself. Maybe you live with family or share a room. Maybe the space you need just isn't there right now. That doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. Your path might just look a little different. You can still reconnect with your body in quiet ways. A mindful shower, a few deep breaths, a gentle touch for presence, not arousal, or even journaling what makes you feel safe and wanted. These small moments matter. They're not lesser. They're yours. This journey, learning to reconnect with your sexuality without porn, isn't about rules. It's about reclaiming something that's always been yours. At Psych2Go, we don't believe in shame or quick fixes. We believe in choices that feel grounded, healing, and real. So if quitting or cutting back is part of your path, remember, you're not giving something up. You're giving something back to your body, your breath, yourself. Have you tried exploring your sexuality without porn? What felt awkward? What surprised you? Tell us in the comments. No shame, just real stories from real people. Thanks for letting us walk this path with you. And if it helped, give it a like or a share. And until next time, be kind to your mind, gentle with your body, and curious with your desires. Do you want a quiz about masturbation habits? Something playful, low pressure, and self-aware? Let us know in the comments. We're listening.